Early, I'm up, yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than...
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Down, 180.
Switch the mic right here. We go right foot, right foot. And QB's trapped.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready?
On second down, Jacobs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Yeah, let's go second.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Eckler shifts by him. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Kill. 36 to 50. Slam.
Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, watch the slam. Lunch 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got by oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
There you go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
He's scared. Switch it.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Equanimeous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick your game up.
Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, high 7. Run.
Four. Check.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Here we go.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it to Williams. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Y'all play.
Lush coming, and he's taken down. Ben Heaney gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
They can't stop me out here.
3rd down and 4.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
319.
54's Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, Delta.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man. That's Allison. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Check it! 58!
55 to Mike. Watch a slant.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year, and the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing now is Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, off oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Watch the whip. Watch the edge. Switch.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 5-5. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's caught. It's Hogan. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
What now? 185. You must be dreaming.
On first down, Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Caught by Nelson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Grant. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Carr now on first down. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Slam, slam, slam. OP, OP.
Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And Carlson missed it. Home it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. It's a short kick taken near the 18. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 54. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
The left side throw complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Carr. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Preston Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
54. Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, 18.
Watch the pass.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Heavy on the edges.
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a pass complete to Hogan. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Down. 180. 42, check. Mike 42. 3 buzz.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we're good. 280.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike's 4-2. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ryan Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once
he's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Take 30.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
Now a toss play to Eckler. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw is Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike, check, 59.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On third and long, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Rams now have swung back in front in that game. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rodgers throwing here. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And this one boiled down in the end, Charles, to simply too much Aaron Rodgers.
We've seen this many times before.